Yeah, I'm still putting them out, Kevin. You don't even want to see the mess I got going with one of these rods. I'll just go get another one from the truck. You watch that one rod for me though, and you let me know if it goes down. It's got straight sweet corn on it. So that means either the bluegill are gonna take all the sweet corn, or a big fish will find it and we'll get lucky. All right, we'll get rod number 2 out now. Okay, now for rod 3. Rod 3's a mess, y'all. I got line all over the bank. I don't know what I did, but I'm not looking too smart. There's what I'm doing to this other rod. We'll just snip that off and make our problems a little easier. A little easier to deal with. Man, it's like the wind died down. That's weird. There's a big white truck. Wonder if that's my dad. Said he wanted to go fishing. And oddly, I end up right here. It is my dad. I wonder if he can walk down the sand. Only problem with all this is now he's gonna see this mess that I made here. He's gonna know. I don't care. He's not my judge. Plus I'm fixing it. I think I got it almost fixed.
That looks like a mess.
Let's see. What did I do? Either of these rods going yet? Everybody watching? Wow. That's funny. I actually tied up a knot into my own line even after I had already snipped it. Yep, that takes talent, y'all. Yep, that's a definite knot. And I got it. All right.
That looks like what some might call a mill of a house.
You know, in the hands of anybody else, it might have been. But I buy pretty good line, so it came right out.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's pretty nuts. I just got that snag out, y'all. And what are the chances of my dad showing up to go fish at a spot that I'm fishing, and I didn't even tell him a word about it because it didn't even all fall together until just a few minutes ago. But I will explain that to y'all too, because it's a good story. And kind of a success story, actually, I should say, because I didn't really think that I'd make it here, but yet here I am, and we're gonna fish. I don't even think Dad realizes that we're live, which is fine too. Oh, let's see, what are we gonna do? We're gonna put this here. How many people we got in here now? Oh look, a work email. No thanks, I'm not working right now. Oh look, another work email. No thanks, not working right now. 22 people say, yeah, we ain't working right now. Work's been pretty annoying. Yep. Gotta put one more hook on, y'all. Then I'll be talking. You gonna make it?
Well, I don't know.
Well, you're a little bit too far to turn back now. I think you're gonna make it.
I don't know about this deep sand.
I keep telling everybody on the live stream to let me know if these rods go over.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, that's one thing I always say about Dan. He's way smarter than I am, because when he gets his rods put together and baited up and everything, he faces the rods that he already has out.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, every time I forget to do it, I always end up facing the other way. I think I got it once.
That was good. How many you got?
I just got here.
Oh, did ya?
Yeah, so I just got the rods in. Then I realized that the line was all messed up on this one. I don't think I'd used it since vacation, so that's what you call being prepared there, Pops. Can't even remember that your line's busted up. All right. Hey, look, another work email. No, thank you. Busy, y'all. We are busy. Let's see. Mr. Molina, Mr. Mike Costello. We got Squirrel in here. Handsome Dan. Sean T Outdoors. Tom. Sogo. Kevin. Yeah, we had a minor line malfunction there that required my complete attention. Let's see, Brian's in, everybody's in here. All right. Well, if I missed you, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It just means that I can't really see the screen so good, because the sun's getting ready to go down. Once it gets in these clouds, it'll be a whole lot better. And yeah, y'all heard it. My dad showed up. He's getting his lines ready right now. I see shad breaking all over the top of the water, Pops.
I seen that.
I threw out all for carp, though. I'm sick of those catfish. They're fickle, they're mean, and they don't get on my hook enough. So that's it. I'm playing hard to get now.
That's good.
And Tim Molina says to say hello.
Oh, tell him I said hello, Mr. Belina.
You hear him out there, Tim? Yep. Pops is fishing. He made it. But yeah, y'all want to hear about this miracle of me making it out fishing. Here's what happened. Okay. So 2 days ago, the kitchen sink started not draining. And it isn't the best drain in the world anyway. I live in a rather old house. We've probably needed to move into a new house for about 10 or 15 years. And just to sum things up, I'm a little slow about some things. So probably 10 or 15 years ago, we should have moved out of this house and left all the problems behind rather than sinking a bunch of money into it. So I still haven't sunk a bunch of money into it, mainly because I have a fishing equipment buying addiction and I'm not a quitter. So 2 days ago, the kitchen drain starts not draining so good, like not at all. Like the water would run out within like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So bad, right? So I go and they don't have the clog buster for sale anymore at Sam's Club. So I have to go to Walmart, which is right next door to our Sam's Club here in Des Moines. And so I get Drano Max, which I got to tell you is just, oh, look, another work email. Nope, no thank you. So I get this Drano Max because it's the biggest, cheapest bottle they have. And I should have known that that would have just been a waste of my $17.64. But being the tightwad that I am, trying to protect my fishing budget, I bought the cheap Drano Max, poured the whole bottle down the drain. I mean, this is literally like 160 ounces. I mean, this thing was huge, right? I just poured the whole thing. I'm like, nope, we're dealing with this clog right now. And sure enough, the stuff did go down the drain. And then they say to wash it down with hot water, real hot water after that. So that way you can push whatever was there clear through and get past. So I go to do that and it's draining. It's not great, but it's okay. So I'm like, all right, I'll run some more hot water down it later, give it an hour or two or whatever. And sure enough, I fall asleep while I'm watching YouTube. So I wake up the next morning, I go to drain the water, and it absolutely will not budge. I'm like, oh no, it got worse. Probably because I fell asleep and I didn't run more hot water down it. So anyway, I'm taking full blame for it, full credit for it, whatever you want to say. So that was Saturday. So then yesterday, I didn't get to the store. I didn't get more Drano. So I'm like, all right. So last night I go to put some more hot water down there, trying to take care of it. And sure enough, it takes an hour for this water to go down the drain. I'm like, all right, I loaded up the dishwasher. I got all ready to go, figuring that, a full tub of steaming hot water, plus the gravity had probably forced that whatever through there. And no, another work email. No, thank you. So today I have to go pick up Drano, pick up a few other on sale items at the grocery store, pick up the kids, take the kids home. This time, I'm telling you, what you want is that Drano, and it's not Drano, it's something else, Liquid Plumber or something like that, and it's called Clog Buster. That's what you need to get if you have a stuck drain. Get Clog Buster. So I got the Clog Buster, and this bottle is half as big. And sure enough, I pour that in there, and 20 minutes later, it's flowing like a river. No problem, no nothing, everything's fine. Half the price of the big cheap bottle I got at Walmart. And everything is right with the world. Now, luckily for me, the girls were also receptive to taking their showers immediately upon getting home. So I got Lauren in and out of the shower while that Drano was going down the kitchen sink. And then after I run hot water through there and made sure everything was working fine, took Leia upstairs, got her through the shower, got back downstairs, went to run more hot water, and sure enough, it's still flowing just free and clear as can be. So that got done. I made them ham and cheese sandwiches. I ate some dinner myself. I actually skipped lunch, which if you're diabetic, don't skip lunch. That just messes you up. I mean, I can still feel my heart racing. You know, it's just not good. It just messes up your whole balance, everything. Bad idea. But I ran out of food at work and I didn't want to leave work and then go back because I got to tell you, it's all I can do in one day to go to work and then come back once and go there once. If I had to leave and then talk myself into going back to the office, I'd probably just leave. So anyway, all the stars aligned, got them fed. They decided to watch a movie, eat some popcorn and candy with their mom. And here we are, chasing fish. Dad's over there, looks like he's going to the shrimp, y'all, which is probably a really good idea because I see shad breaking the top of the water everywhere. And, oh, what's up, Stone Cold? And I see the shad break in the water. Now, what's really probably chasing them is probably bass or maybe even wipers. So I really am going to give this corn just a little try. And then if we don't get anything, when I reel one up, I might put a big old glob of night crawlers on there. The Mexicat was fishing here yesterday morning with his brother, the Mexikitten. And no, I'm just kidding. Brian's not a little guy, you know, he's a big dude. But the Mexicat was here. He was fishing, and the Mexicat caught a wiper that was 5.5 pounds, a little over 5.5 pounds. It was awesome. It almost took in his special edition Big Cat Fever rod, which would have been an absolute tragedy. But it bent that rod holder over, and then the rod holder gave way right as soon as he grabbed the rod. So he got that sucker in. That was awesome. But anyway, let's look more at the chat now that I'm done ranting and raving about everything that's gone through. Everything that had to line up for us to get to come fishing. Yeah. No, I said his brother's real name. I didn't say the Mexicat's real name, did I? If I did, it doesn't matter. Y'all won't figure out who he is anyway. He's a ghost now. Yeah, that gray and blue one. Man, it was pretty. I wish that I'd have been filming actually, because it was a gorgeous takedown. Mexicato would have had a chance at the takedown of the year there. That was epic. I mean, that rod tip almost touched the water because it bent that thing clear down, and which is pretty impressive from the bank if you're not standing them upwards like this, you know, just begging and praying that you might actually catch a fish live again and show everybody a nice strike. But, you know, hey. Technically, we're just kicking it, enjoying the evening, watching some guy from work continue to send meeting requests on email. That's just glorious. Oh, yeah. Forgot my sunglasses, so I had to use these ones that I let Lauren use. So I had to sit in the car and clean them for about 5 minutes because they got little fingerprints all over them. You know, normal dad problems, dad stuff. But we have been here for a half hour. That means so far no hits because I think I had the first rod in before I pushed the live button. That ain't cool. We got to get some hits or something. Yep, I got Pops behind me. He's got 2 rods out. He made it. He traversed the bank Made it down here. He's got this real cool walker with some big wheels on it, so that way he can get around and have something steady because he's still regaining all of his strength. But he did it. He'd have done it without me. He'd be just fine. Now going back up, I don't know. That'll be a bigger trick. But not being mean, not saying nothing, but I'll only help if he's gonna fall. If he can prove it to himself, if he can do it for himself, it's gonna be awesome. So far all you missed was a big long rant about how everything fell into place so that way I could be out here fishing, Maurice. Yup. The kitchen drain is clear. Yeah, you're right, Tim. I say that all the time too. It's like, I ain't got time for your meeting. I don't have time to have a meeting to figure out who should be in the meeting. Why don't you just tell me what you need and I'll fix it for you and be done with it. So yeah, I'm working with this consultant now because the RDC manager doesn't have enough time for him, but honestly, I think he's just sick and tired of dealing with him. And it's data type stuff. I mean, anybody who understands it can help the guy, but that being said, it's not unfair to say that the guy's difficult to deal with. He thinks he's really smart, which makes him half as smart as he is. And he seems like he's pretty smart, but you know, it takes a wiser man to shut his mouth and listen for a little bit and just sit there and yap all the time about whatever it is you think you know, and take that from a yapper. Because I will just yap and yap and yap. Okay, so second topic. Now that we're reaching the second half hour of this show. Poison ivy is a real thing, y'all. And when you get it all over your neck and you don't really realize what it is, you'll probably scratch it. And then when you scratch it, it's probably going to make it worse. And then you will likely scratch the front of your head, like your forehead area, up above your eyebrows maybe. You may even scratch along your hairline. And next thing you know, like me, you'll have poison ivy all over the back of your neck and all over your forehead and a little bit on the front of your neck. And you'll be completely miserable because you're a big fat dude with a big fat neck. And now your big fat neck has got poison ivy all over it. I mean, I can't even sleep I slept good last night. I did not sleep good on Friday. I did not sleep good on Saturday. So much so, my sleep was so pathetic on Saturday that I was actually late to getting to fish with the Mexicat and his brother yesterday. So I was meaning to arrive 3 hours earlier than I did. I wanted to arrive 1 to 2 hours ahead of the Mexicat, and I actually arrived an hour and change after he did. So horrible. I gotta tell you, put that lotion and stuff on there. Use that, whatever you can get your hands on to try to seal up that poison ivy, because oh man, I was like a day behind realizing what this was, and oh my gosh, I'm miserable. Hey, can you hear anything that I'm saying over there, Pops?
What's that?
Are you hearing anything that I'm saying?
I don't, my phone is dead.
Oh, okay. I was telling them how everything lined up. I had to unclog the kitchen drain, shower both the kids, feed everybody, and then if it wasn't raining, I would have a chance to fish. So that's how I got here. It all lined up.
All you gotta do is have the fish work for you.
Yep. And I got poison ivy all over my neck right here, and all on my forehead.
How'd you manage to do that?
I cut some tree limbs down in the backyard They must have had some stuff on them because it got me. All right, y'all, we got to do something here. Let's see how durable me being a big guy is. What I'm, huh? Oh, is the gato in here? See, I told him I was coming up here for revenge, but likely I'll just get skunked again because let's face it, my luck is my luck. You want me to put the camera on you?
No,
You sure? Dad's got a bite, y'all.
just a little peck.
Yeah? Dad's got a bite. Looks like it's on his
Quite a handful.
9-foot carp rod. But of course, it's probably got shrimp on it. Hey, Dad, you remember you used to always tell, you and Grandpa used to always tell us not to use all the worms? The other day on one hook, I put 5 worms on one hook. Didn't catch anything either. They pecked that thing clean.
And I used to catch a lot of carp right here with night crawlers.
I bet it's a bunch of little largemouth bass after all those shad.
Yeah. That's what I figured it was.
Spencer calls them green carp. Oh man. Hey, there's my hero. I'll tell you what.
If you can get them big enough, them green carp are good to eat.
Yeah. If I catch a green carp tonight on this night crawler, I won't be too happy, but part of me will be happy. I'll just admit it. Yeah, Trish is vacationing in a different lake. Hopefully get a chance to fish and maybe catch some crappie or anything spectacular. Maybe a walleye. She's at another fantastic fishery here in Iowa. Trish, you won't believe it. Dad showed up here. Yeah, the stars aligned. I got the kitchen drain unclogged. Got both kids showered. Got all three of them fed. And then they all agreed that they'd eat popcorn and candy and watch a movie. So I'm like, all right, I'm going fishing. Told them I'd be back before or around when the sun sets. So actually I have the camera angled away from the sun here. I do not have a battery pack. So I hope 91% can carry us for a while. And here we are. The shad are breaking. Probably green carp chasing them. Or maybe if we're lucky, a wiper. But nothing yet. Dad had something tapping on his shrimp, but he said it was just a little peck peck. I offered to move the camera over there. He declined instantly. We may still film him later, much to his dismay. Or maybe not. Maybe he enjoyed being on camera for a while. Who knows? But yeah, how about that? Things just sort of find a way of working out. Can't see the screen so good, so I'm missing a lot of chats, but let's face it, I mainly just babble and catch a few chats here and there, and usually you all chat amongst yourselves. Because let's face it, aren't we always thinking of something else while somebody's just randomly babbling and not stopping? But anyway, yup, Amazon driver shanked me right as I was getting ready to leave, dropped a package off. I'm like, oh, what's that? And Kristen and Lauren say, it looks like another fishing reel. And I'm like, whoops. And it was. But, you know, can never have too many. Well, I mean, you can have too many. I mean, I have way too many. But it was a really good deal, and I couldn't resist it, you know? Oh, yeah. I'd love to have some more docktails in my life. But I understand, you know, every now and then breaks have to happen. And people get busy and people get tired and scheduling conflicts and people get sick. Good Lord, me and Kevin didn't do a podcast, I don't think, since maybe April. Might have been May. I don't know. Might have been April. Because end of April, we always do our year-end inventory. And Kevin got really, really busy with school events. And he's the assistant principal, so he likes to show up and cheer on all the teams and, you know, show the kids school spirit and lead the way, you know. So I respect that. It's awesome. I mean, I remember when I went to school event. Now, granted, I wasn't at all of them, but you definitely saw teachers show up, and the dean and the assistant principal were always. Seemed like the principal wasn't always there, but you know, I'm sure their tasks are very different. Principally type tasks. What you doing over there, Pops? You okay? I'm gonna ask him if he's eating his bait, y'all. You're not eating your bait, are you?
Thinking about it.
He brought shrimp, y'all. That's what they say. You know, bring fresh shrimp, and then that way, bring some shrimp sauce with you. So that way, if the fish don't eat it, you eat it, you know. But then you got to bring the cooked stuff because you don't want to eat raw shrimp. Or you got to bring something that you can cook it with. And that's not so easy either, I don't think. But 43 minutes and no fish. Good Lord, I've been ranting for, well, not 43 minutes of it, because I had to get the second and the third rod. You should have seen the bird's nest of line I had on that third rod too. Oh my gosh. I should have turned the camera around so y'all could see my embarrassment, but that's all right. It was bad enough Dad saw it and then picked on me. So that's another reason why I'm not going to help him up or down that bank. He's on his own. Yep. Don't make fun of me. You get what you get. Well, this sucks, man. We need a bite. What do they do when they want to catch fish in the Bering Sea? Don't they bite the head off of a herring? Sharing. Listen to what I'm doing. I'm talking to my kids too much. Share. You have to share. Share your toys. Don't share your food. Eat your own food. Yeah, I'm not so good at sharing either, but don't tell them I said that. Usually my joke is I tell everybody that I missed that day in kindergarten, but I didn't. I was there. I just don't like it. Hey, take your bait?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? What size hook you got on there? Like a 3/0?
6.
Yeah?
It's a 6.
Dad's got a 6/0 circle hook knocker rig.
Them little tiny ones.
Yeah? All right, my back was turned. Did any rods go down? Doesn't look like any rods went down. Dang. I don't see any vibrations in the line that aren't from the water. What I'd like to see is a nice little drop back bite and then a true hammer take down and not a fake down. I had one of those yesterday morning. Bent the rod in half and then nothing. Didn't hook itself. Total disappointment. You guys still in here? I think I lost my chat. I don't even have a hat to put over the phone so it doesn't overheat. It shouldn't overheat though. It's only like 75 degrees. Ooh, rod 3 has definitely done a little.
Oh, I think I pulled him off, Pop. You get too anxious. Well, at least we got a hit.
I was just telling them that if I saw a little drop back bite, that might make me feel better, and then it did it. All right, y'all, that was a bite on corn. I don't know, it felt like it was something small and pecking. We'll just hope for a drum next time or something that'll just hammer that thing. Relentlessly hammer that corn.
I'm watching you.
Well, I gotta tell you, Pops, that's pretty awesome that you are coming up here no matter what. You're gonna give it a shot no matter what.
Yeah, I'm tired of sitting at home.
Yep.
I thought, well, I'm going up. course, I made the excuse that I had to go to Ankeny.
That way you can write off the fuel mileage.
Exactly.
That's right, work is work. Got to be done.
That's right.
So did you go inside the store and be like, hey, I'm going fishing?
Actually, I actually did go up there.
Yep. You need anything, just call me. I'll be fishing.
Yeah. It was either I came up tonight or I come up first thing in the morning. So now I could do both. Hey, can you get down over there by that dam?
On this side?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can you?
Oh yeah.
I want to try it over there one of these days. Can I get somewhere where I can fish?
Over there, the DNR says just to throw night crawlers.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. This one just got a little tappy.
Oh yeah? Get him, boy. Get him. Bring him home.
Use the force, Dad.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, once I go to reel this one in, that's when that should take off, but I bet it won't.
Like some good chum on there.
I either make it way too good or it's so bad I can't even use it. There's no in between for me.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, watch those rods.
That's kind of the way I do it too.
Rebaiting number 2. Number 1 here had a little tappy, but you never know. Could have just been something running into the line. We call those liners. I don't know if that's really what they're called or not. And usually it's a sign that you've casted too far. And they're just running into your line. Or I might be overthinking this whole thing. It's all quite possible. now we got some nice overcast. What's up, Cody? Yep. All right. Well, I feel better that we got some refreshed bait out there, although I'm willing to bet that the night crawler on rod 1 here has been completely decimated. Because out here it's either monster takedown on the night crawler or the little ones completely peck it all away unbeknownst to you. Dad had the shrimp taken off of one of his hooks, so undoubtedly the kids are out there playing around in the playpen and they're hungry. Yep. Oh, art, art, art. Yeah, I might have got a little over anxious on that third rod down there when it did get a hit, but man, I really like those 6/0 Sweeper K hooks from Whisker Seeker. So I think maybe just my confidence in the hook may have taken over, a little anxiousness there perhaps, but I really felt like it was on there. And sure enough, it wasn't. Yeah, Pops, I've been here fishing as early as 5:30 in the morning. Even though they say that it's not open till 6, usually the gate's open.
Yeah.
But I haven't gotten a bite here before like 8:15 on any morning here lately.
Yeah.
So I'm not telling you not to fish. I'm just telling you my experience anyway, recently. Mexi Gato was here with his brother, and me and Lauren joined him for a little bit yesterday morning.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and again, didn't really get any fish until closer to 9.
Yeah.
And then it was a bunch of little channel cat, and then he got a nice wiper. It was 5.66 pounds.
Wow, that's a nice one.
Yeah, it almost took his rod.
I believe it. That's good eating too. They fry nice.
Yeah, they fight so good. I just want to put them back in there. I want to catch more. Even those little dinky ones fight good.
Did you catch anything yesterday? No?
Nope, nothing.
Did you bring both girls?
Nah, I just had Lauren. Leia went with her mom to Target.
Well, how's her mom, how's her dad doing?
Doing all right.
How's she doing?
Actually, she's doing really well.
Good.
I don't know, y'all. I think that I should probably check this night crawler rod. They're notorious for stealing all that stuff. Oh, heck yeah. Sean, that's what I want to hear. Monster time.
Did the girls say I bought them a ticket the other day?
Yeah.
Said they tore that stuff up.
Nice little cloud action here as we come upon 1 hour, still fishless. fishless. I know, right? That's why I fall asleep in this chair so much. I don't know. I don't know if you get that comfortable fishing out of your boat, and I mean, to be quite honest, you probably catch a whole lot more fish than me. But I get comfy in this chair, and sometimes I just fall asleep. Oh, 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 watch rod number one. Watch that rod right there. Something hit it. Little tap, tap, taparoo. Probably a bluegill the size of my hook. Yeah, I bet it probably is too hot down there, huh? But you rarely have to worry about snow, so there's a benefit for you. I mean, I wouldn't take that deal, but anyone who loves heat would take that deal. Not this guy. Too hot. Hot. I tell you what, with all this poison ivy all over my neck and my face, I'm a hot mess. Need to get like an IV with this cream or something. Good Lord, this stuff's got to go away. And every year you get older, and it makes that harder on you. Weather is always seems to be a little bit more difficult every year. I think part of it's our bodies changing. Look at that, 19 loyal friends hanging in there despite the fact that there still hasn't been a fish. Appreciate you. I was watching kayak catfishes live today. I don't know if the rest of y'all caught that or if you haven't caught one of his live streams before, but oh my gosh, you should watch those. He's always catching fish. Caught fish on demand today. Jody requested a flathead, and sure enough, he caught a flathead. Yeah, you think I should read a book? You know, the only problem with that is I just seem to read kids' books anymore, but I don't suppose that any of y'all would really mind if we read the Very Hungry Caterpillar versus any other kind of book. It would probably be okay. Yeah. I think the other problem that I have is most of the stuff I read anymore, I read on my phone. Guess I could get my my tablet out and then I could read off of that. I meant to do that. I bought this book for the kids and it was like, I don't know, 100 amazing fishing stories. And I thought that I would end up reading them to the kids and then maybe recording myself while I read them. And the problem there is that the kids want me to read to them right before bed, so then I keep yawning the whole time. I mean, it would just ruin the whole thing. So that's why I haven't done it. Well, you know, real life happens catching them fish. You know, it's that's just you putting family first and taking care of everybody, doing it the right way before you get the chance to enjoy your time, your free time doing other stuff, man. It's right, you know. It doesn't make it wrong. It's just maybe a little disappointing now, but hopefully that'll turn around for you. You know, you say you start a new job. Usually as you start a new job, you start with maybe less PTO or vacation time, or maybe it takes time to earn that, all that kind of stuff. You know, it's Up and down and around, man. The carousel of life. I think this is when J-Dog usually goes, fishy, fishy. Tries to wake him up. Nope. Yeah, pre-record. Yeah, that way I can edit out yawns. If only I knew how to edit anything. I could make the Mexigato do it for me. But you never know what that crazy cat will edit into your video. That's right. Next thing you know, it could be raining men. Woo! Take that, sucker! Oh, that's so funny. I love it. I still haven't had enough of that. And if anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, go enjoy the Mexicat's last video titled I'm Back. What was it, like episode 20 or something? I should do some more equipment reviews for him. Lauren did the one and then she said it was exhausting. She didn't want to do them anymore. So that was pretty disappointing. I ask her all the time, you like this reel? No, it's too big. The handle feels weird. It's like, okay, we will not tell Okuma that you do not like their handle on that size reel. Then you get a different size reel. I think she really likes the 4,000 size reels. But if you go 5,000 or 6,000, she's like, Dad, it's just too big. You don't need that. And I'm just like, you know, that would probably make the best review ever. Letting a 6-year-old put everybody on blast for overkilling the equipment, not catching fish anyway. You got what? You got what? You got something? Something new? Something cool? Is it shiny? Does it crank on the right or the left side? Because let's remember, left is right and right is wrong. Ha ha! Oh. Well, now, the game is afoot. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. We just talked about it on the podcast. Now you can give her a try. I say you put some heavier duty line on there and test it against a Cooper River Blue Cat. See if a Cooper River Blue Cat or a Cooper River Flathead can strip all the gears out of it. We'll give this thing a real durability test. What's up?
You in the wrong spot.
Why?
Great big ass one just come out over there.
Yeah?
Big son of a gun, boy. He probably went 40 pounds.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, easy.
You know, your scale's kind of like Chunky's, though. Yours is a little off.
Mine is a
That's
little
right.
heavy.
Dad said he just saw a 40-pounder break the water. I was like, yeah, your scale's messed up like Chunky's scale. Oh, yeah. You should have told him to send you a couple of those because, you know, you're right there by the salt water. You can give that a real test. Or we'll check it out. We'll see how many more you need. You know, test the one, whatever. But, you know, I like things in pairs or fours. Just throwing it out there, just saying. Doesn't make me right, but I'm not wrong. You want to reel in one of yours and I'll throw it for that 40-pounder for you?
You'd never be able to reach him.
No, too far?
He's past the buoy.
Oh. Yeah, I don't have any long bombers on me.
And I didn't bring my big one either.
I like this 8 to 10 range. 8 to 10 range is pretty good.
Yeah.
Those 12s are a little bit of work.
Oh, those are nice though. That baby will get out there.
They're hard to land a fish though too, because you got to remember that you got to hold the rod like halfway up. Yeah. It would be really nice if we could get a bite. Oh, there's some beach goers taking pictures of the pretty sunset. I have not given them permission
You remember Tiny?
to use my likeness.
I still got him.
Oh yeah.
I'm brought him out for a while, but I will.
That's because he's heavy.
Yeah, it is heavy. Be good for river fishing, or go with what's his name? Your guy, your guide. What's his name?
Spencer?
Spencer.
Oh, we just use these because he parks out almost right on top of them.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What's it cost to have it rent him?
He does like 4 to 6 hours, and it's between $475 and $575 per trip.
How many people?
2 adults, and if you add more than that, then it costs extra. I think there's a 4-person max.
I would love to go sometime, whenever you guys go again. And I'll even let you pay for it,
Yeah.
because I'm just that nice of a guy.
Hey, do gnats actually bite? They don't bite,
Sometimes
do
they
they?
do.
Oh, man.
Sometimes they do.
I think one of them just bit me. Hey, do gnats actually bite? Good Lord, that hurt. I think it was a gnat. I didn't even bring a hat. Usually I bring a hat so that way I can swat these things away. Yep, there you go. You had told me about the no-see-ums before. I think I just met one. I tried to give him a high five, but sadly he died on my forearm. Sadly for him, I mean, personally I don't care, but really? Because I got bit by a no-see-um? Oh no, yeah. We do have a couple hours until sunset, you're right. Well, maybe like an hour and 15 minutes or something, I don't know. Either way, it doesn't explain why none of these rods are moving. I just don't understand. What's up, MT? I just don't understand. I don't think Dad's on, but his drag isn't set correctly. Yeah? Braking at work? Well, maybe you'll bring us some good luck and we'll get hit here or something. I mean, it hasn't happened. I mean, I had one hit, but I didn't get it. We had something else bonk into one rod. At this point, I'm thinking it was just like bumping into it, not like actually hitting it. Yeah, I'll be back in a second. Dad's snagged up.
I think it's got my sinker. I'll keep an eye on your pole. This is when the lightweight rod doesn't really help me too much.
Because it just cushions my little play.
There you go. We even got some rotten shrimp on there.
Still got all you bait.
Yeah. I like a guy get it out of the snag and keep bait.
Ah!
Nice. Nice.
Well, might as well cut the fishing net, right? We're not catching it. We might as well bury it. That's a fact. Tipped on that one.
Thank you.
Still nothing doing over here.
Thank you, thank you. Have you heard of Trisha's kayak thing?
No, they got a chance to go fishing.
Was it been bad or what?
No, I mean they go down there to enjoy the paddle boat and all the other fun stuff
Oh.
too. So it's not just fishing. My mom and Aunt Bertha are down there too.
Yeah, I knew they were.
So yeah, so tomorrow I gotta go home and watch my own kids.
How come? Oh, Janice has got a doctor's
Yeah, she's
appointment.
got a
Doesn't she?
doctor's appointment, so that means Tone's probably taking her.
Yep.
Aunt B's down there, and I don't think that we would ask Kristen's dad to watch both of them without him offering. You know, I'm sure he could handle it. He's got the playroom. They
Yeah.
just go do their own thing. He'd be down there kicking it with them and having fun and explaining the old toys. But
If I was able, I'd go to your house and watch them.
well, and that's
I
just
just
it
am
too.
not able.
Kristen works from home tomorrow, so technically the rule is she cannot be watching her kids while she's working.
Right.
But for that matter, they'll wake up, they'll have some breakfast, they'll grab their tablets, they'll just chill until I come home.
Yeah.
And then I can work from home, but I don't have to do much work from home. Not like Kristen, who's constantly tasking, entering orders, doing, CSR type stuff. So my work can be every 15, 20, I can take 15, 20 minutes here or there, whatever, But, I can answer an email quickly or I can answer it in an hour, And technically I have enough people at work tomorrow. When I go home, I can just be like, only call me if the thing breaks, so that's fine too.
If the place burns down, give me a buzz.
Yep.
That way I won't have to be here tomorrow.
We might do that, and then, I might get the chance to take the kids somewhere and do something different,
Yeah.
Easter Lake is open now too.
Oh, they did.
And it's all redone.
Yeah.
And Brian and the boys went down there and they said they were catching bluegill left and right everywhere they threw, just a hook under a bobble. Oh. So I could take the kids there.
That'd be nice for the girls, yeah.
So the West Des Moines pond is all weeds are up like that. They haven't mowed them down, so I gotta check again. The Jocko works over there at the station right by there, and that's where he offices. But he's like, dude, man, there ain't no way you're getting to the bank over there. It's that high. So that stinks. It is what it is. Gotta try to find a spot where we can find a spot.
Easter Lake is catching them that quick. That'd be a place to stay.
Yeah, try to keep their attention.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you have to go back. What I asked him 2 days ago. Ooh, abdominal infections. That's no good. Pain, pain, pain. Hope you get better, Mr. Rustic. Okay, y'all. So I was seriously going to go up by my truck, open the door, and then pee there. So that way nobody can see me. And a whole family just walked by. So, yeah, that would have been epic fail. Epic failure. Kind of like me trying to catch a fish on a live stream. I mean, I could go bait fishing, I could probably go catch some bluegill or something, but I don't really, I have a little bit of bait in the freezer as it is right now, and I don't want to take it if I'm not going to use it or if I'm not going to use it right away. And I just don't know if I get a chance to go fishing. So that's another reason why this carp fishing is a little bit more conducive to my current situation, because I got corn, dough ball. I mean, that kind of stuff keeps for a good while, so keep that stuff in the fridge. Got a little drop back happening here on the middle rod, so let's hope for a takedown. There goes a boat. We are on a reservoir right now, Saylorville Reservoir, in our typical spot, getting bit by little tiny annoying gnats. Gnat, gnat. Got some corn out there. Got a floating boilie. It's pineapple flavor. I usually like that. Yep, I definitely have a nice little bump from that no-see-um that Kevin was talking about that bit my hand. That's annoying. Got some people up in the big old parking lot over there tearing up their tires, acting all awesome with whatever kind of motor that is. What's up, turkey? How we doing? Another thing that could be happening to the middle rod is I have a pack bait sinker on there that's kind of like a spring. Oh, ate the bug. Oh, that's gross. Yep, swallowed it. Ate the bug. So sometimes when that bait breaks off that spring, that pack bait spring sinker there, then the bait itself is free to move around a lot, and it does. So, hey, I think these are those guys that trolled right over my lines the other day. Yeah, it looks like them. Oh, oh, middle line moved a little bit there. Never know. Could just be the bait moving around, or we could be close to getting lucky here. Come on, Carp. Just do us a favor. Show us you're there. Yeah, he's moving out past the buoy now, so I won't pick on this guy too much. But he knows he's wrong. That's why he's angling out. But this is one of the old river channels right here, so the real trick is figuring out to fish like along that channel ledge. Try to figure out where they're at and what they're doing. But man, there's so many shad breaking the top of the water. I gotta think that there's just bass or wipers. Bass or wipers chasing them maybe. Young couple down the bank, playing with sticks like swords and lightsabers. I mean, it's okay if you're playing like they're lightsabers. Take it from a guy who's got a daughter named Leia. You don't know the power of the dark side. Okay. He picked up a really, really big stick, and so did she. Know your role, son. He's about to get hurt, or he's about to make a mistake and accidentally hurt her. Hopefully not. Hopefully they're going to be okay, but you know, that thing can break in his hands. He's probably not thinking about that. Or they might just throw him out into the water because, hey, nobody fishes here. Nobody's fishing 80 feet down the bank from you. Just throw every stick you can find. Absolutely. It's a fine example. Don't be these kids. Don't be the kids that throw these giant sticks out into the water. There's no point. Just leave them up on the bank. They're not hurting anything. Actually, some people show up for that stuff. Oh, now we've reverted to rocks. Some people show up for that driftwood, you know. My cousin picked some up. He said he was going to sell it on eBay. I'm thinking I should move these rods around.
One block that Debbie dropped it.
I'm also thinking I really have to pee too. We're going to have to strategically figure out the best time to do that because undoubtedly, yep, that family's still down there taking pictures. Not a good combination. Still have high hopes for this middle line. I don't know why. Heck yeah. A little free weight loss is always a good thing, Rustic, especially for us big dudes. Last week I had to take some medicine and, well, I take medicine every week, but last week I took some other stuff and I had doctor's appointment and this and that. And I actually lost 14 pounds, but of course most of it was water weight, but I'm weighing in almost a week later and 7 of it's still gone. So I'm just hoping that that is the beginning of a positive motion to propel me back down into the next jean size down, because I'm already wearing my fat dude jeans. So there's nowhere to go but down for me. But good Lord, man, talk about a life challenge there. It's hard to lose weight. You got to have your mind right too. You got to have your mind right to lose weight. If your mind's not ready, your body won't follow. And I know my mind's just been in a lot of other places. So I don't understand why these kids keep getting closer to me. We got kids on the other side of us too. That's not good. That's not good when you got to go to the bathroom. Plus, kids are on the other side. They're probably gonna getting spook away the fish from Dad. I was hoping he'd catch a dink catfish or something. Dink catfish, come on, give me something. Anything but a bass, unless it's a hybrid striped bass. We'll take that one. I'm just kidding. At this point, I'd take anything. Yeah. No doubt, Tim. That's an excellent idea. Establish a perimeter. Oh, man. That's right. I don't think there's many people out there that are going to outthink Tim Molina. That dude is thinking. I'm tired, Tim. I'm tired of thinking so much, man. All those other non-thinkers do is take advantage of me. Try to utilize all my time and then take credit for all of it. I had a guy earlier today tell me that he didn't think that I could figure something out unless I graduated from MIT. Now, little does that dude know that I was offered a scholarship to go there and I declined because it was too far from my mom. I'm not gonna live that far away from my mom. You crazy? Nope. Do something else. Stick and stay and make it pay in central Iowa, where the heat and humidity is nasty in July and August, and it snows in the winter. Yep, it happens. You're right. You're right, pirates. It's gonna, it may happen here. I don't know. I still got hopes for this second line here. Every now and then it just drops back a little bit, and then it comes back up just a little bit. Really wondering if that's something checking it out. Now, sometimes too, when you're fishing a carp bait, as you probably know, um, the little drop back bite can be a small channel cat, and they realize that they're hooked, but they don't want to make any big deal out of it. So they'll just stay there. And then you'll reel it in, and then you'll realize, whoop, I had a fish on there the whole time. So it's not like they swallow it. It's just they realize, uh-oh, something went into my lip. I mean, I think they know when something goes into their lip. I mean, I know I would. But again, trying to humanize a fish, give a fish human character. Maybe not. Maybe they don't feel, I don't know. But you'd figure that they would. But
Is it at a good height? I'm swimming. Come on, let's go like this. I will. I'll wait for you.
plenty of gnats. I can tell you that.
Is the sun low
Plenty of
enough?
gnats. All right, let's get up and move these rods. Especially now that those two young folks threw these sticks out here. These giant sticks.
getting down amongst them.
You said 40 pounds, so I gotta throw for it. Even if it's only half that big.
No, it's warmer in here. No.
Hey, Mike,
Yep.
grab my cane out of there, will you?
What? Cane?
Yeah. It's in the front seat.
Honey, but don't take the picture of your hair wet.
Or you know what? Never mind.
I got it.
Ah.
We are good. Yep. I don't want to.
Never know. Might need it for a little push off.
Look at this flat rock. Watch it. Screw it. No, you don't pull on your hands. You have to go like this.
I had one.
I know. You want me to know, Addie? If you go like this,
Well, you know it's something small. If it was something big enough,
Yeah.
you'd just be like, I'm taking all of this.
Yeah.
And they don't do it. So,
That's not good.
well. Dan would always come out.
check there. That's not us.
He went that way, and that's when he hit that deer. Well, I go this way. I go this way.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, they're everywhere.
No, Caleb,
Especially at the beginning of the year.
be able to. The truck's leaving, Caleb, and I can't. Kayla, Kayla, we're not allowed to go all the way out to the boot. It's way too deep. I'm flat-footed. My feet are in the middle.
Kristen's dad.
Mom,
That's what happens, though. They put you on that net, and it changes your strength. Plus, usually they tell you to take that baby aspirin if that makes you feel better. So hopefully your thinner blood can pump through your heart, and you don't have to worry necessarily about heart issues or nothing. And next thing you know,
tie Ashley on the tight. They know
it's
it's
like
like
crap.
What?
Oh, and she's like, hey, you're bleeding. He's like, oh man, I must have bumped
Wait.
into it.
Why do you have to know that?
You guys catching all the big ones?
Not tonight.
Not today, huh?
No. I'm even live on YouTube and I got nothing.
Well, good luck.
isn't a bad idea if you think you can't hold.
Very short.
You look okay, but you know that's famous last words too. So
Mom,
I was joking with him
slower.
on the stream too. I said he saw me with all that messed up line. I was like, so
What?
now he can go back up that hill himself.
I can hear you.
But Tricia let me have
Daddy
it. She
can
knew
hear.
that I didn't at least offer or walk with you. But your feet look good and stable. So I like that. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Your feet and your ankles look strong. And that's the base of it all. Yeah. Then after that, you know, your stamina comes from building the muscle. So yeah, come along. Yeah. Come along.
Out of,
Remember the days I couldn't get up off the
out here.
Yeah.
You're faking it. What? You're faking it. Faking what? It's too deep. Not too deep.
As you can see, my rods aren't going anywhere. Yeah, I wasn't not too worried about mine either. I was a few moments though. A few moments I had high hopes for that right rod. You picked it up a few times.
Now let me get close to you,
Ready?
just to put a hand on your shoulder.
Shoulder guys. Only if you
That
need
just
to.
stables me up, or at least it gives me the
See?
sensation
Yeah, see,
of being stable.
because right there, I don't even think that you're dependent on me. I think you're just gauging, you know. And then let's face it, I could be going too fast or too slow for
Camera
you.
ready just in case.
I don't know,
Let's do it.
but you're barely touching my shoulder, so you know you're doing it. And sand is unforgiving because you just sink
You can just
and
stay there,
sink
Mom.
and sink.
It's tough.
Yeah. Can't even see my first line. That's why I like sticking them up like that when I can. I'll just pay attention to the rock.
Yeah.
I don't have to pay attention to the line so much, but when a drop back bite happens, then I can see that line easy too. So it's a little bit of both.
This is fun.
I think you're going to end up picking it up. Not going to be able to like take some weight on it.
That's what I'm thinking too.
But I think if you just
Oh,
pinch it,
I'm gonna skip this
you
stone.
ought to be okay. But your arms are going to feel this workout.
That's good though. Yeah, I need the workout. Just my arms and my legs. You shall know if I can do it alone. Ah.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot for me to carry all that stuff up and down. But you know what they say. No pain, no gain. Yeah. If you don't work at it, you ain't gonna get that. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you strong. That's right. How you doing, dude? Yeah.
Stop it. Hail Marie.
So who all's on your stream?
Well, we started off with like 30 people, and then we were down to like 11.
But you know, only so many people will stay with you when you're fishing and stay out. Yeah, you can really tell so many stories too. Depending on well, you know, we are good.
That's what Dan said too. He's like, no, it takes somebody like you to just keep it going.
Things like that, you keep that thing going. Do it.
Now that you need a few more rocks, that thing, if
toughest of carps for sure. Yeah, exactly. You know, look at you, man. You did it. You can blend it on your head.
Don't fall. I
But
missed
yeah,
that, didn't No, you're trying to throw it off.
your horse
I
is up
said
there
don't
too.
fall.
He's barely even hesitating. He's barely stopped at all. Turn that off.
Holy cow, there's still 16 people in here. Okay, earlier, even though he made fun of me and I told him that he could haul his own stuff back up to his truck on his own, I still walked with him for safety purposes because Dad is still trying to regain his strength. And beyond that, I am a wise person who still lives in fear of his sister. So she now can rest easy knowing that I did walk with Pops back up to his truck. He did do it all on his own. He did every bit of it on his own. And the sand obviously is the most difficult part because he sinks in it. But once he got back up to that rock, then his little, what do you call that thing? Walker sitter. You can sit in it too. Walker sitter. Then started rolling. So he did all right. And he's back up there by his truck. And he's getting in his truck, heading back home so that way he can drive when the sun's still up. I am now out of Gatorade. And of course, you know, we are just slaying these fish. They are so scared of us, they aren't even willing to bite. They are unwilling to test us. That is the level of respect that these fish are showing us right now. It's obvious they heard that I was showing up. They knew that I had won the Stand Day Catfish and Carp Challenge a couple weeks ago. You know, word travels fast down there underwater, y'all. I'm just saying, it travels fast. So they saw those 6/0 Sweeper K Whisker Seeker hooks that I like, that I should have switched hooks. That way maybe they wouldn't have thought it was me. But they obviously see they see that floating pineapple boilie tipped with corn, making it a double threat opportunity. That's my signature move lately, and they don't even want to test me. So it is what it is. I mean, we've been out here almost 2 hours. Nobody brave enough under that water to mess with these hooks. And that's okay. You know, what they don't know is in my possession now at home. I happen to have some of the new spooks, the new Demon Dragon style floats from the what is it, Triple City Anglers? Triple City Anglers? Now here's what I'm saying. They're back in stock, y'all, and they are gorgeous. They're a little bit bigger than the floats that you can get from Catfish Sumo, and maybe they're a little bit smaller than those big ones from Demon Dragons. But hey, shouldn't you try them all? It's worth it. I know I'm only out here commercializing to 11 folks. Maybe 9, maybe 8. Maybe 3 of you have your TV on, but yet you're chatting on your phone. I don't know. But hey, they're back in stock. And they're gorgeous. You should really give them a look, man. They're so pretty, I don't even know if I want to use them. I mean, if I lose them, I mean, I would get over it and I would just buy more. But these are some gorgeous floats. There's one that looks kind of eelish. There's silver. There's another one that I think is like those tiger kind of colors. What do they call that? But yeah,
Take the picture the next time.
I got a notification that they're back in stock, and they are gorgeous. See, there's Dad. He got signed in. His phone was dead, so he was letting it charge up in the truck there while he was fishing. So that's good. He got some peaceful time out there. Got to listen to his son yap, and then I went over there and got a snag out for him, and then went back over just to make sure he'd make it back up. It's just a little bit of a rod. Uh-oh, something's around rod too. Come on, fish. I've been talking about you. How cowardly you are, how you don't want to test us. Come on. Oh man, there's a big old nice hunk of sweet corn on there too. Come on, be a real fish. Take it down. Take it down, son. Do what you're meant to do. That right there, while we're talking about gear and not necessarily commercializing, that is the Warrior Cat Black Cat. And I gotta tell you, they engineer these things for circle hook action, so it's just got this glorious nice tip to it. So it is a very nice rod. If that fish actually messes with it enough, you'll see that nice little tip get some nice bend. Come on, fish. Come on, fishy, fishy. Please, please. We've been here for 115 minutes. We're starting to lose all hope. Actually, I could sit here for another 115 minutes, although I'd probably fall asleep if I don't catch a fish. And the wind really needs to pick up to get these gnats off me. Because I know I'm sweet, but I'm not this sweet. That is a radio-controlled boat. That is that lawnmower type noise you're hearing. It is actually a really cool boat. I mean, he's driving it too close to these swimmers. That, you know, the dad in me says that, move it, boy. Get on down the road a little bit. But that is a really, really cool radio-controlled boat. That is probably 2.5 or 3 foot long. Looks like a scarab. I would turn the camera, but there are 2 young girls swimming there, so I will not. I am not gonna go down that road. But yeah, it sounds like he's got a nice little leaf blower or weed eater size engine on there. Rod number 2 is no longer bouncing, so maybe the bluegill took all that nice sweet corn off that hook that I tipped on there. Bummer. Bummer. Bummer, bummer. And let's be honest, this is just the truth of fishing. Fishing is not always catching unless you fish the Tennessee River. And then, by all means, catch flatheads and blues all day long. On a kayak if you want, on a boat if you want. Man, that was cool to watch today. He has live scope, so you could just really see the fish. And he's like, oh, look, it's coming back for it. And then the rod would bounce again. It was crazy cool, actually. But that is not the life of a patient bank fisherman. I can tell you that much. And since I'm here and I didn't really feel like moving, I just cast the rods in different spots. Still kept the rod holders in the same spot. And, you know, that's that. I don't know what the fish would think of that radio controlled boat out there, but I can't imagine that they'd like it much. That's loud and fast. Wonder how fast that thing goes. There's Dad honking. Oh.
I don't know. Probably 5 pounds maybe, I don't know. But no skunk. 2 hours of skunk broken.
Yep. Pops was leaving, and just as he did, kablamo! All right. Oh, that just feels good. Finally catch a fish after all that waiting. He's still up there. Oh, exhausting. Oh, that's when that tree fell down on my truck, Pops. That tree limb fell down. Boom. Yep. Got a nice Superman punch there. But it's all rusted on both sides anyway, so I'd probably just have to replace the box. It'd probably be cheaper than paying somebody to fix the rusty spots and pound out the dent and paint the thing anyway.
Did that hurt?
So anyway, yeah, caught a fish, and as you can see, that's how simple and easy you can throw your boilie back out there. Catch you later, Pops. And try to catch another one. Could I have put more pack bait on there? Yeah. Do I really think it's absolutely necessary? No. I do that all the time, actually. Sometimes I'll throw boilies out there with no pack bait at all. And if they're there, they're going to hit it. I mean, if they find it, they're going to hit it. I mean, the pack bait's going to create a nice bait cloud, and there's going to be other stuff for them to eat, and then you hope that they run into your bait, but it's just a choice. I don't think that I'll be here too much longer. And got the rod holder back in, and back in we go. So, yep. I don't know. The carp was probably about 5 pounds. They seem to be getting consistently smaller here. But, you know, you fish where some fish are, and here I'm just looking for a convenient spot that I can get to and get some lines in right away. Just get some time in this type of fishing. So, you guys hear that music back there? Not that I care about copyright stuff, because let's face it, I'm not monetized anyway, but yeah, there's some kind of music back there. So yeah, 2 hours of waiting and finally a fish. Pretty cool. I tell you what, my night was made when the sink drain responded to that clog buster. Everything after that is just total gravy. And now I actually caught a fish, so that's cool. But yeah. Oh, I catch catfish on boilies all the time. And actually, the one that I like the most to catch catfish, and here there are channel catfish and flatheads. Now, I've never caught a flathead on a boilie, but I don't actually fish with boilies in areas that are probably more conducive to holding catfish. Here it would be channel cats. But the one that I like the best is the coconut boilie, and it is white in color. And I tell you what, that is like catfish, channel catfish candy. I think they like the color. I don't think it's necessarily about the flavor. I think it's more about the color. But yeah, and for whatever reason, in this spot so far this year, I haven't caught anything on coconut boilies at all, which is not like the last 2 years. The last 2 years, I was catching catfish and carp on coconut boilies like, I don't know, like it was automatic. But my brother has always been a fan of the pineapple, which are bright yellow. And he always fishes this stretch here, or, you know, maybe like, you know, the 100 yards of this part of the bank. And he just loves that pineapple. And so far, I ran out of pineapple, and I got my last pineapple on that middle rod right there. That's what that fish hit on. And I got plenty of coconut, so I gotta replenish my fishing bag with some pineapple boilies. But I probably won't get to go fishing again, at least for maybe until Friday or Saturday, maybe, just depending on how things are going. And honestly, too, I gotta get rid of this. I gotta get rid of this poison ivy. It is just miserable all over my neck, but then my forehead. So another reason why I'm not looking for any close-up camera shot right now. I don't know if that's finally my dad pulling away or not. Might be. I thought he'd already left. Anyway. Yep, so we got a nice sunset. I'd show it to you again, but there's some small kids out there swimming, and I'm not gonna put anybody's kids in bathing suits on camera at all. So it will just be you, me, and these rods. But yeah, those are the two flavors that we utilize the most here. Now, granted, that's just here, which is central Iowa. Lots of people swear by strawberry, and other flavors include like nut or cotton candy type flavors, just real, real bold, bright colors. And yeah, exactly, Tim. Real bright colors. I think it's more on sight, and I think that they just happen to be feeding on this because around here a lot of time they'll feed on corn, which is actually what I have on rods 1 and 3. Oddly, nothing has taken the corn. Usually corn is like a automatic fish catcher on this bank, but not right now. And so maybe they like the pineapple because it's yellow and yellow looks like corn. I don't know. And maybe they like the white because a lot of people around here will fish with bread. They will just smash that bread around a hook and throw it out there, and the carp will just inhale the whole thing, and then blam, bam, they're hooked. So anyway, that's uh, that's my spiel on colors of boilies. That's my idea on what means what and why it means what, and of course, just take that from a carp fisherman here in central Iowa. Other than that, I always say just let's try to keep it simple. Go with what works, but don't be afraid to try something. And the boilies are definitely something that we've been trying over the course of the last, I don't know, 5, 6 years maybe. And I completely dedicated myself to them maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, and that's all that I fished with. And oh, corn on rod 3 out there got a little tappy tappy or something bumped into it. Um, Other advice: if you're going to fish with corn, make sure you have a good rod holder, or make sure you're hanging on to your rod, because a lot of times, whenever any species of fish picks up corn, they just bolt. They just head for head for the other side of the lake, man. It is almost crazy and fun, which is why I had 2 rods with it tonight, hoping there'd be some good action with that. But radio controlled boat, it's either taking a break or the battery has stopped working. Got some other people sitting behind me enjoying the evening. Got some people down the bank swearing. Every other word is not a good word. Yelling at their kids. That's nice. Thanks, Tom. It's nice to just get one. I mean, honestly, I was going to shut it off after 2 hours, and that's exactly when the fish hit. So I was looking behind me, waving to my dad as he was getting into his truck, and then I turned around and the rod was kaboom. So maybe I'll have to snip that for a little takedown short or something. I don't know. I really like those rods, though. They're pretty nice rods. Super nice guys. I mean, I know you run into that in the fishing industry a lot, and that's just awesome. Um, you run into all those nice guys who actually are the business owners trying to put a good product out there for us. And the guys at Warrior Cat are no different. There are some nice guys out there, designed a product for specific reasons, and it is a quality product. So if you're in the market, if any of their products look interesting to you, I would say not to hesitate based on a quality standpoint. Now that thing right there is all black. And I gotta tell you too, I really don't know if I like have like a setting or something that I can change here, if I can like up the quality. Maybe I'm doing something wrong when I go live or something, but usually when I look back or even when I'm looking here on my phone, I just think, man, I can't see the rod so good. So I keep changing rods just to see if there's something that shows up a little bit better. But then of course, you got varying light conditions right now. You've got clouds everywhere and it's sunset, and usually I'm fishing in the morning and then it's getting a little bright. So in the morning I may want like a brighter rod, but then as the sun comes up I may want something darker. I mean, there just may not be any hope for it. I don't know, but I do think about it. I do think about trying to put the right color rods out there just so y'all can see them. But then again too, I own so many rods, I enjoy using all of them. uh, I competed the other day in the stand day competition with Uncle Lou rods, and I believe there's two Uncle Lou rods and maybe that black cat there in the middle. And then now I got two Whisker Seekers, and I want to switch the reels on my Uncle Lou rods. I like the reels, don't get me wrong, but one of them kind of jiggles in the handle a little bit. So I figured I would try a different reel in that rod. Every piece of equipment's ever so slightly different. Nothing's identical. The production process, there's bound to be a little bit of difference here or there, and I just feel a difference in the reel seat on that one rod. So I figure I'd get a reel with a different handle, see how it seats in there, see how it fits. Plus, it gives me a chance to use a different reel. So, hey, I got plenty of those too. I got so many of them, I'm putting them in boxes now. I've already got reels sitting around. They're going to be Christmas presents. But that's that. So,
Okay, first we're doing you, then we're doing me. Dad!
man, there's some big fish moving out there.
No!
But moving around on the top doesn't mean they're looking on the bottom for any food.
Watch!
And that's where my baits are.
Wait till the end. Dad! Ready? Wait till the end. Watch! Now get off.
Yeah, I'm still super happy that sink drain gave up.
Now watch.
Oh, yeah. You're welcome, Tim. Have a good evening. Maybe someone will go live later, catch us some big fish, catch us more than one, whatever. We'll definitely have, I think it's takedown catfishing, late night conversations with Kenneth is on later tonight. Late. Yeah, you want a new fishing reel for Christmas, CVA? Well, dude, man, I tell you what, if I were to do a giveaway, I guarantee you'd have a high likelihood of winning it. Yeah, I got to check in with somebody. Inquired with me wanting to know what kind of reel to maybe match up with the rod. I got to check in with them and see if they happen to find one or not or whatever. And if not, I probably have to send them a Michael Murillo field tested and approved reel from the vault. But yeah, I had a doctor's appointment last week and wasn't feeling so good, so getting back in motion this week and got this darn poison ivy all over my neck and my forehead, man. Freak. Oh, just feel nasty. It is a weird feeling. Man, isn't that cool? That sky? Like, look right there, man. Doesn't that look like an over easy egg? Yeah, I know. We haven't talked about food yet. It is always a good time for breakfast food, though. Eggs, bacon, hash browns, tortillas, maybe some toast. Oh, that middle rod. Watch that middle rod. See it? Did you see it? Come on, fish. I was gonna end this in 2 minutes. I was gonna be like, hour or 140 minutes, we done. Come on, fish, let's go out with a bang. I saw you messing with it. The line slowly dropped back. I use low profile bait casters on my Uncle Lou's, and I have medium lights. Heck yeah. I happen to have gotten a hold of some low profile bait casters made by Runkle, and they are called the Heroism. And the reason why I got those is because the drag clicks. And most of the older low profile bait casters do not click. Now, some of the more expensive ones do, like your Shimano Takotas, or there's some real nice Daiwas. I think they click. But I'm not interested in spending $200 or $300 a reel. I want something cheap. So I got this Heroism. I think right now on Amazon they actually have like a 30% off as well. So they're like in the low $30 range or something. And man, the clicker may not be fantastic, but I do think that low profile bait casters hate me less than round reels do, because man, I can't throw round reels. I mean, I don't know, maybe if there's someone else's equipment, maybe I feel like it's set up right and it's tuned properly and I'm, not real hesitant about it. But man, my own stuff is just a disaster. And I would rather try to fish somewhat successfully than just be on the struggle bus the whole time on the line. Man, something wrapped that second rod, but it didn't hook. Didn't hook itself up. Didn't take it very far. Might just be something checking it out. Yeah, you like it, CVA? I got two of them, and I put them on some Uncle Lou rod. Well, I put one on an Uncle Lou rod. I got to line the other one up, but I haven't tried them yet. And strangest thing too, it's because Lauren won an Uncle Lou rod, and so I wanted to put a reel on there that might be easier for her to reel, and I put that on there, and she's like, "Dad, what kind of reel is this?" And I'm like, "Ah." It's like, don't be that way. I was like, you know how to do it. It's like, we've used those on Spencer's boat. We're out there river certified. And then now lately, it seems like when we go out there, he always busts out the spinning reels on the cat and carp rods. Those are awesome fun. So someone else here bringing their dog for a walk. That second line is dropping down again. Might be moving that bait towards the bank. You never know, it might take off. What's up, Chad? You have a good show, man. I missed it. I'm also the jerk buddy who didn't say to anybody else to check out your show, man. My bad. So, yep, I'm that guy. Then I also fished for 2 hours before I finally caught a fish. I know, man. I want to watch the show since you're talking about the bait. And, but yes, I actually caught a fish. Unbelievable, I know, but I have video evidence. You go back about 22 minutes, 24 minutes, and there is actually a fish there. I had just gotten done bad talking them, saying how they all were cowards and they didn't want any piece of this, all this and that and whatnot. And sure enough, turned my head for a minute, turned back, and the rod was bent. I'm gonna have to snip that, try to make a funny little short out of it, and then you can watch me running. This time, thank God, I didn't have to run that far, because honestly, my right heel kind of hurts right now. I've been switching shoes a lot. You know how that sometimes makes your feet happy and sometimes doesn't? Well, I'm in the doesn't category right now, but I also had to buy some new shoes because I was starting to realize that my boots were like 6-7 years old, and I think I'd only changed the inserts in them maybe like once. And then I look at the back of the boots and they're kind of tore up, and I'm just like, yeah, maybe that's why my foot doesn't feel so good, because my shoes are all old. So then I threw out some other shoes. Then I realized that I have shoes that are actually 2 or 3 years older than those boots. And I'm like, why on earth am I hanging on to all this old footwear? And I understand you buy new inserts and you know, if the outside still looks okay, you think it's okay. But it's the sole that I'm talking about. You know, that sole takes a pounding, especially from a big guy. So thinking maybe it's just not what's in the best interest of my feet. So I purchased some new footwear, some of which my feet loves, and some of which that like I'm wearing right now, my feet does not enjoy. So I'm gonna have to gift these shoes to somebody else. I think they're a little flat, like flat arch, you know. I'm not a flat arch kind of guy, but anyway, that is what it is. I can still run, you know, 30 feet fairly well, no matter what. Just take that pain and get to that rod if necessary. Yeah, that dude down the bank, he's not laughing at me. I can run. He's wrong. Something's funny down there. No, it's not. Come on, dude. Oops. Yeah, man. At least I caught a fish. Unbelievable. Almost unbelievable. Very believable. It was great. Uh-oh. Well, that is a good dog owner right there. He has taken care of the dog's business. Good for you, dude. I mean, I can look in front of me and I see 2 or 3, 4 piles that other people did not take care of. So props to you, homie. Good job. Well, y'all, I think I'm gonna pack it up. Uh, there should still be a few more minutes left of catfish and crappie. And who knows, maybe we'll be lucky and someone else will be fishing. Haven't been paying attention to notifications, but hopefully someone's out there doing some kind of night fishing for some catfish. We got to show you more than one fish tonight, that's for sure. But yeah, like I said, I got poison ivy all over my neck and all over my forehead, on the front of my neck too. So I won't reverse the camera and say peace out, but thanks for joining in. Glad we got to show you one fish. I'll have to go back and check out and see how that takedown looked. It looked good from my perspective, but you know, we'll see. We'll have to see how it looks right there in the middle of the screen. Hopefully pretty nice, that nice black rod. So anyway, we'll hope to do this again. Like I said, maybe Friday or Saturday, I don't know. Kristen had plans of like making me go out of town to go to a big zoo. And I'm like, nah. But we'll see. I'll probably get outvoted on that too. So who knows? I may not resurface until Sunday morning. But until then, hey, check out all the other shows. We'll catch you in the chat. You know, yeah, I got to watch out for deer. There's definitely lots of deer opportunity, deer crossings on the way home, and farm fields and all sorts of nice little hills and timber and stuff here and there. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, check out those other shows. Go back and watch Palmetto's show from last night if you happen to miss it. That was awesome. And there's our buddy Tom. Hopefully Jody and Tom will be back with some dock tales again soon. And if not, you let me know. I'll make that happen. We can have the return of the bologna conversation. You know, we can talk about grilling it or frying it. That'll keep us busy. Hope to see Tom back out on the dock soon. Love watching him out on the dock. But I heard Aaron was down and out. So hopefully he's going to get feeling better and everybody else. So anyway, we'll catch y'all later.